and 1 return crystal. The rusted daggers possessed lower attack power bonus compared to the sword he'd been using until now, and the traveler's clothes were not something he could actually wear, but just some random japtum that he could hawk off to the store. When he sold them all off, he earned just over 1,000 gold. The only thing remaining, besides the gold, was the return crystal. When he was trying desperately to escape from the dungeon back then, the message said he'd need a return crystal if he wanted to leave. And now, if he wanted to, he could escape at any time. He found himself on a crossroads. In front, the stairs leading down to the 2nd floor, and in his hand, a single return crystal grasped tightly. Do I continue on, or do I back out? If it was in the past, he'd not hesitate and choose the latter. That was how he managed to survive all those raids with his pathetic stats. Everyone said that him surviving until now was a miracle, but well, he was trying to be smart about his choices, actually. However, the story was different now. He didn't want to retreat here. He felt that if he turned away to leave now, then he'd never be able to take another step forward in his life. I've retreated enough times already, right? Wouldn't it be okay for him to jump in headlong, at least once in his life? Jinwoo pocketed the return crystal. His steps climbing down the steps to the 2nd floor was light. Unlike the dungeons of the gates, there was a thing called respawn within the instant dungeon. While he was sweeping away every single monster found on the 2nd floor, all the monsters on the 1st respawned. While he went back upstairs to deal with them, monsters on the 2nd floor respawned. So on and so forth. Jinwoo hopped between the 1st and 2nd floor and killed monsters until his level no longer rose up. Who knows when I'll ever run into another opportunity like this one. Along the way, he got so used to this place that he was able to predict from where and how the monsters would try to attack him. A monkey falling from the ceiling. He lightly evaded the claws of the monkey-type monster falling from the ceiling and stabbed it in the chest with his sword. And then, 1 cat each from left and right. And then, he orderly sliced the necks of the Black Panther-like creatures jumping at him from his sides. And with these 3, he had arrived at the end of the 2nd floor. He had cleared out the 2nd floor once more. However, his level hadn't been moving from 15 for a long time now. It seemed that reaching that high was the limit for the first 2 floors. Stats: Strength 45, Stamina 24, Agility 24, Intelligence 24, Perception 24. With him being level 15, his stats had risen up by quite a lot. His agility was now almost at 25. He finally got to feel the difference between the agility and the strength stat when the former hit the value of 20. What should I do now?